Hello there, this is Douglas Robinson with Synapse Software, and in this video I'm going to be demoing a new troubleshooting tool that we have. If you've never seen this particular page in Cortex, it's labeled Database Inspector. It has many different tools for inspecting different things in the Cherwell database, for example, troubleshooting what's going on when Cortex is rendering data, for looking at how much data is in the database, as well as, for example, looking at the individual definitions in Cherwell or in the Cherwell database for a particular object. So we can browse through and see business objects, we can see the XML for them, we can see a list of fields on the business objects. Most of what I'm saying right now already existed in the past. We can look at grids, we can look at relationships, we can look at forms, we can see how all these things are configured. But the new thing that I'd really like to show in this video, right here you can see the entire XML for a particular form definition. The fun new part is that when you look at the list of controls on a form on this page, you can now see a rendering of each of the different controls that shows up on that form. Very, very basic rendering. And if you click on one of these, you get the ID for that control and the XML for it. So if you're wondering what's going on with a particular control on this screen, you can actually just click on it to see what's in that control. If you've got multiple controls rendering on top of each other, then we can right click. I think I might have to control right click to remove them. So just got rid of that little rectangle there. Now I can click on these and I can see here's the XML for a link that shows up on this form. What I'm showing right now is the little summary view that shows up at the top of incident. If I go to overview, we can see here's what I'm rendering on an overview of an incident, which is very messy. This is intentional. When I actually look at my incident overview in Cherwell, you'll see I have a bunch of stuff on the screen, right? Like many, many, many different things. And that's basically it. So now if I want to troubleshoot, let's say a particular field that's not being rendered properly, I can go and I can get the XML for that field, or for the control rather, on the form, instead of having to go and look in the database for the XML for that control. Ta-da! Now for you, when will you need to use this? Probably almost never. If you have something that's not showing up on your screen properly in Cortex, we might ask you to go through this screen to get the XML for the particular field that's not showing up, so that we don't need you to send us the entire structure only ZAR so that we can poke through it and find it on our own. But this is also a handy tool for just seeing how everything in the Cherwell database is configured.